Hello, my fellow biologists. In this screencast, we'll start Chapter 4 and we'll look at nutrition, metabolism, and enzymes. The case study in this chapter looks at the Peanut Butter Project. The Peanut Butter Project was founded by American doctor Mark Maneri. In 1985, Dr. Maneri and his wife moved to Africa to work in a rural hospital in Tanzania. It was there that Dr. Maneri realized the extent of malnutrition and the inadequacy of the former standard treatment. Today, the Peanut Butter Project is a non-profit organization using the American pantry staple to end malnutrition in Africa. This is the logo of the Peanut Butter Project. Malnutrition is a medical condition resulting from not having enough to eat, not eating enough of the right things, or being unable to use the food that one does eat. It is often, but not always, associated with hunger and starvation. Kwashiorkor and marasmus are the two main types of malnutrition worldwide. The main difference between the two is that kwashiorkor is predominantly a protein deficiency, and marasmus is a deficiency of all macronutrients, proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Scurvy is a form of malnutrition caused by a serious vitamin C deficiency. Not eating enough fruits and vegetables is the main cause of the disease. Scurvy can lead to bleeding gums, loosened teeth, and bleeding under the skin. Severe acute malnutrition is the medical diagnosis for serious hunger and starvation. Severe acute malnutrition is the #1 killer of children around the world and kills more children than AIDS, tuberculosis, and malaria combined. Swelling of the feet and/or severe weight loss are the telltale signs of severe acute malnutrition. Deaths from malnutrition are most severe in sub-Saharan Africa. This includes all of the African continent minus the northernmost countries. In this region of the world, poverty and food scarcity are endemic, which means that they regularly occur in the area. This map shows the proportion or percentage of the total population of the country that is undernourished. Note that the percentages are relatively high for most of sub-Saharan Africa. A lack of food leads to malnutrition because a lack of food means a lack of nutrients. Nutrients are defined as the chemical building blocks our bodies need to live, grow, and repair themselves. They also provide energy that powers our bodies and our activities. The food pyramid on the right is a representation of the optimal number of servings to be eaten each day from each of the basic food groups for proper nutrition. Fun fact, the first food pyramid was published in Sweden in 1974. Energy is defined as the ability to do work. Energy powers all of our activities, from allowing our bodies to move, to keeping our cells running, to building structures in our bodies like complex muscles. Nutrients can be divided into two main categories: macronutrients and micronutrients. Macronutrients are nutrients that organisms must ingest in large amounts to maintain health. Carbohydrates, proteins, and lipids that include all the fats and oils are all considered macronutrients. We get macronutrients from the food that we eat. In order to get all the macronutrients that we need to eat a balanced, varied diet that includes things like vegetables, oils, grains, meat, and dairy products. This infographic gives examples of food that are high in carbohydrates, protein, and fats. Remember that carbohydrates are our sugars and starches. Protein comes from meat, beans, and dairy. Fats are found in meat, dairy, and oils. Many foods contain 2 or 3 of the macronutrients. Think of a hamburger that contains carbs, proteins, and lipids. Even if a food contains more than one macronutrient, the proportion of each macronutrient will differ. Animal products will contain more protein per gram than carbohydrates. and most plant products will contain more carbohydrates than protein. All of the macronutrients are also macromolecules. They provide the building blocks we need to grow, maintain, and repair our bodies. Before our bodies can use them, macronutrients must be broken down into smaller units. Once they are broken down, they can be used as building blocks or for energy. The process of breaking our food down into smaller and smaller subunits is called digestion. Proteins are broken down into subunits called amino acids. Remember that we also call these subunits monomers. Amino acids can be used to assemble new proteins that have many different functions in the body. This diagram shows how proteins are polymers made up of amino acid monomers. Remember that poly means many and mono means one. Carbohydrates are broken down into simple sugar or monosaccharide monomers. Monosaccharides are used to build cell surface markers that are used as cell ID tags and for energy storage. Glycogen in animal muscles, starch in plants. Complex carbohydrates are also called polysaccharides. You can see one monosaccharide subunit in the brackets. The green beads on the surface of the cell membrane in this diagram represent carbohydrate cell surface markers that again are used as ID tags to identify the cell to other cells and to the rest of your body. Remember, lipids are the only macromolecule not made up of monomers. They are not considered polymers. Fats are broken down into two different subunits called fatty acids and glycerol. These subunits are used to build molecules that form cell membranes. Remember that cell membranes are made up of molecules called phospholipids. This is one example of a fat molecule called a triglyceride. Triglycerides have a glycerol backbone seen on the very left and 3 fatty acid chains. Nucleic acids are macromolecules, but they are not considered macronutrients. They are provided in the small amounts that we need in the various foods that we eat. Nucleic acids in the body are broken down into individual nucleotides, and these nucleotides are then used to build DNA and RNA. In addition to macronutrients, there are essential nutrients. These are nutrients that we cannot synthesize on our own, and we must ingest. They must be provided by the food that we eat. Proteins, for example, are made up of amino acids. There are 20 different amino acids that proteins are made of. 9 of them cannot be synthesized by the human body. Therefore, we call them essential amino acids. Complete foods are foods that contain all the necessary nutrients for life. The Peanut Butter Project has produced a ready-to-use therapeutic food, or RUTF, that is a complete food that can be used to combat malnutrition. The Peanut Butter Project RUTF contains peanut butter, full-fat milk, sugar, and vegetable oil. These are boxes of peanut butter-based RUTFs ready to be delivered where they are needed. Once delivered, RUTFs can be used immediately to treat malnutrition. Let's talk a little bit more about malnutrition. Malnutrition results from chronic undereating, especially up to the age of 2. Children under 2 are growing quickly, and without enough food, they lack the nutrients necessary for the chemical reactions of growth and development. In the photo on the right, Dr. Mark Maneri, founder of the Peanut Butter Project, tends to a malnourished child. Nutrition from the food we eat is delivered to the rest of our body through digestion. Digestion is defined as the process of breaking down large food molecules into smaller pieces so that our body can use them. It occurs through a series of chemical reactions to break the bonds that hold food molecules together. Digestion starts in our mouths and continues throughout the digestive system. There's a digestive enzyme in our saliva called amylase that breaks down starches. If you leave starch in your mouth long enough, it'll start tasting sweet because the starches are being broken down into sugars. Our metabolism is the sum total of all the chemical reactions occurring in our bodies. Metabolism includes both catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions. Catabolic reactions break down larger molecules into smaller ones by breaking bonds. Catabolic reactions also tend to release energy. Anabolic reactions, on the other hand, build new molecules from smaller subunits by forming bonds. Anabolic reactions require the assistance of helper molecules called enzymes and often require energy. To help you remember, think of anabolic steroids. People take anabolic steroids when they want to build muscle. Anabolic reactions build new molecules. This infographic reviews the difference between catabolic reactions and anabolic reactions. These reactions are often aided by enzymes that help speed up these reactions. The details in this infographic we'll discuss in the next screencast.